she told the story of when she was down south often, and how she was just blown away, I mean legitimately blown away by the fact that she had people cooking her food. They were good enough to cook her food, but they weren't good enough to walk in the front door. And to her, that was so wild of an idea that I think that she brought that back up here, and she said that's not happening here, like not at all. That's not how we run things. That's never how she ran things.
Her commitment to having our neighbors who weren't part of our school be part of our school, because she really valued them as people. She didn't just, they weren't statistics to her, they were people. She listened to them.
It didn't matter, like John probably gave out more money than somehow she made. I didn't think it was possible, but John always seemed to have like $5 for someone. Didn't matter what time of year it was, didn't matter if it was Christmas when everyone's feeling up to give in, or just the random Tuesday in the middle of July. John was always willing to help. She would never say no. We actually had to tell her to say no a couple times. Well, I'd say a couple hundred times.
She always carried $1 with her, and if she came upon a homeless person, she gave him $1. If she came across a stray dog, she always carried dog biscuits.
And many of the students that came in, that she brought in, that didn't have means to come to this school, and she would find a way to get them in.
And basically, I really don't know how my mom paid for the tuition. I just know that she worked around the school and the church just to help pay, and I guess there was other people assisting with the tuition and that I didn't know of.
And she really, as you say, she really brought Christ every place she went.
She's impacted so many lives that it's really hard to pinpoint one thing. Like I said earlier, you can't put her in a box. So asking him to describe her in one sentence or saying what her life meant is actually impossible.
She never used the word I, ever. It was always we, or the parish, or the school, or the children. It wasn't about me.
It's still kind of hard to explain to people when they say, oh, where's your mom, where's your dad? It's like, well, I was raised by nuns. Most people can't even tell because they don't think that nuns can be cool. But I'd say I had two of the coolest nuns ever. They let me live my own life. They let me do what I need to do in order to grow. But anytime that I would mess up, and it happened quite frequently, they'd step in and they'd have my back and make sure that everything turned out okay.
This idea that you are good enough to be here, you are worthy enough to be here, that your education matters enough that you should be here. And I think that's why she had fun and everything else in the first place, was because that John wanted to leave that legacy so that people would feel included, right? That there was no one feeling left out anymore.
As kids, I mean, it's good to know it doesn't matter what race you are, where you came from, what your background is to know that we can work together, grow together, learn together.
I think the best thing you can get out of life is to help someone that can never actually repay you. John always did that. She would do anything for anyone and never ask for anything in return. Her whole life was about helping people, and the Mandeville Fund, it's about helping people. So it perfectly embodies what John's whole life mission was.
Say something intelligent. I'm going to fade you away.
I can pick up every word I